White House Press Secretary Psaki, meanwhile, has said that Washington will continue to engage with India over Russian invasion of Ukraine, try to bring out some solutions to deal with this military escalation in Eastern Europe.
Some were, but I wouldn't say the majority were. And we continue to engage with the Indians, with other ASEAN partners on both what we're seeing on the ground, our continued condemnation of the actions of President Putin in Ukraine, and we will continue to push others to follow suit.
Meanwhile, ahead of the crucial vote, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke to India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. During the conversation, Blinken stressed on the importance of a strong collective response against Russia amid this ongoing conflict. The call between the two took place soon after a White House statement said that Biden administration will have consultations with India to deal with the Ukraine crisis. India so far had a time-tested friendship with Russia, with Moscow being one of the closest ally in defense sector. Having said that, India's strategic partnership with the United States has also grown significantly in the last few decades, with Washington showing particular interest in developments in the Indo-Pacific and also the Quad group. Now, in case of invasion, the West promised to impose sanctions. Well, as history has witnessed, this failed to deter Russia. Kremlin went ahead with its planned invasion, well-planned invasion. So how is the West reacting now? Latest orders include personal sanctions targeted at the two top men of the Kremlin, President Vladimir Putin and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Their assets in the United States, EU, UK, Canada will be frozen. Washington, D.C. has also imposed a travel ban, but the EU did not, in order to keep diplomatic channels open. Such punitive measures against leaders are rare. Till now, the European Union had only imposed sanctions against presidents of Syria and Belarus. These fresh sanctions now come after US and Europe have already imposed financial curbs, which the West considers as severe. But critics are wary. It is still unclear if these sanctions will have any effect on Russia. An asset freeze is likely to have no damage because Vladimir Putin's money is not believed to be held in the United States. Now, another important thing to remember here is that over the years, Russia has been sanctioned in various forms. One of them being just after the 2014 Crimea annexation. The West retaliated in a similar way like this. It imposed sanctions. But that has had negligible impact on the Russian economy. In terms of the efforts to hit Russia's sovereign options, Moscow is in a far different place to how it was in 2014. The country has pivoted away from US dollars and from foreign sources of revenue as whole. According to reports, the foreign share of the ruble debt holdings is just 18%. So with decades of retaliation from the West, Russia seems to have found its way around the so-called hard-hitting sanctions. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.